Gonna need some race for this one. You can get some too at the website by using code SKYRICH to save 15% off on your order. It's mystery flavor. So what's up everyone, just got done with Bro 2021 Bushiroad Rumble Online, whatever it's called. Ended up going to round 6, so I thought I'd give you guys my round by round on my experience. And after that, of course, we'll show off the deck, but I gotta tell you what happened first so you can actually stay and watch the video or whatever, because YouTube algorithm. So as always, if you enjoy these videos, make sure you subscribe to check out more card fight content. And let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so round 1. We're gonna look at my tweets from earlier today. I gotta show off Alice some more. Is she fit here? So before things even started, I was having some audio issues on Discord, so I had to reset that at the beginning of round 1. I couldn't even hear the actual announcements, so that kind of sucked. I'm sure it was an epic speech by Naruto Samurai & Co. Quick shout out to a good friend. He does have a website now. I'll link it down below. And I want that Chronojet mat. I'm gonna order that Chronojet by Arena mat. I need it. In round 1, I was playing against Bear Magnus, and we got there. Yeah, outside of my camera issues, it was not that much of a match to talk about. I mean, Barrow's a cool deck. It's doing really well in Japan right now. Set 4 makes it amazing. Set 3 has some cool stuff for it. Honestly, if I was playing the more competitive build of what I'm playing today, I probably would have played that. But, yeah, fun match. I just sacked. I got a lot of those trigger cards with the icon in the corner, and won the game eventually. Unfortunately, Bear Magnus is kind of a deck that does cater to retire a little bit, and I don't do that. So, round 2. Oh, guys, this is a fun one. Let's see what minutes were for it. Alright, so this was, I need my goggles for this. This is how anime it is. This was the most anime fight I have ever had in my life. Unfortunately, there were a couple of video issues on his side, where he did have to reset his webcam mid-match, but that wasn't anything I would have called judge over. It was just like a quick 2 seconds off camera, and everything was exactly the same. Even if he did somehow cheat, I won, so whatever. Spoilers, I won. The match, though. Can we talk about all the ridiculousness of the match? 7th damage. He was playing Magnolia, first of all. So, super rushy deck. Attacked you a bunch of times. Making me best girl. Y'all already know. So, very rushy deck. There were several times where I thought I was going to lose, but like I 7th damage healed, I got my defensive triggers. And on the offense, I was able to top deck into things like Persona Ride and crits for gain. I was literally just protagonist anime. It was ridiculous. That's all I have to say. Good match, but the level of sack, I apologize for that level of sack that I had on you, because my god, anime powers. Round 3 is another not quite as animated match. Was there anything cool that happened? Oh, this is a fun deck to play against. That was a fun deck to play against. So, second time in a row, draw my Overtrigger, who needs on Bushiroad. It was a very sacky game. I ended up playing against the whole Gravidia, Orphist, Rock, World, whatever you want to call the deck. And, long story short, I make big numbers go burr. I turned over yellow cards go burr. Sack City. Once again, I would apologize for sackiness of that one I think I finished him on triple crit or something like that, but after round 2, after that insanity that was the anime fight, it's fine, whatever. Vanguard happens. You know what else happens? Round 4. So, this was a fun one. You guys may know a little person named Solomon Vanguard? Maxine Solomon, whatever. However you want to call him, the channel, you know him. You probably know him. I played him. Somehow. I swear, when I saw that match pairing on Battlefly, I did like a triple take probably. I just saw the pairing, jumped up, ran all the way back to the kitchen, ran all the way back. Almost didn't make it in time, just like how much I was freaking, for how starstruck I was. But, yeah, pretty cool dude, I guess, in person. Like, obviously watch the videos, you know he's solid. The match itself, though, he was also playing another Gravidia Orchis deck, so second time in a row I faced it. This time was a lot more down to the wire. I got to see a lot better how the deck functions outside of me sacking that previous round. And it's a good deck. Once again, I play something that's not too rearguard centric, let's say. So their big gimmick of blow the field every turn does nothing to me, which means you play a lot more conservative against it. Only usually, I think he was popping like 1 meteor at a time instead of like going for 3 for the crit. So I wasn't nearly as scared. I just had to kind of stave off damage once I got to a higher point because I had never seen that overtrigger hit. And you guys that don't know the Brand Gate overtrigger, it's kind of scary. Literally, it literally doubles your power and critical all across the board. So that's kind of a good finisher. You can easily knock someone out from 2 damage. You have to, if you're playing as it, you just have to know. You have to wait now. So that was a very grindy match. Unfortunately, did end up losing that, but very back and forth game. Down to the wire. I literally decked myself out on my 6 damage check. So we still count those. It's still a win. Still a win in my book. What wasn't a win though was round number 5. This was another bear match, so very much like the very beginning. Unfortunately, this one did not go so well for me. I mean, big thing. I hit my overtrigger for once. Only took me 5 games to see it. Not in my hand on turn 2 because I kept on drawing it, but we hit that overtrigger. I think it was a green 2 turn. So I was pretty much live the whole game. Unfortunately, he just chumps it out. That does do a lot to a lot of decks because you're blocking a resand double critical big attack twice a turn. But if you could do that, then that's how you beat me, I guess. Shout out though, this was the only game I actually lost on the proper 7 damage, but if you don't know what I'm playing by now, you should know, because I only talk about this in like, I've had 2 videos on it. I'm making another one that's coming out sometime soon. So that was round 5, my first actual loss. Congrats. Round 6 was the end of the tournament for me, because story time. Not too long of a story. We still gotta get to deck, we'll get to this in a second. So my car's been in the shop all day, not anymore obviously as the time recording this, but finally got to call the dealership back, and by the time I was done with that call, which I thought was going to be a short call, over the quick break we had between rounds, the Battlefy pairings were up, so came running back into the room to decide to click on my match. 3, 2, 1, timed out. So unfortunately I lost my 3rd match of the day to not getting to my table on time. And literally like the last second. Like if I was 2 seconds earlier, I would have still been playing. But it's whatever. Really unfortunate end to the day. Really positive start to it. But I'm just happy I got this far, honestly. I'm happy that I got to round 6. Anyways, on to the part you all care about. Subscribing or whatever. No, but seriously, let's talk about the deck list. So before you guys click off this video, I do want to talk about the right line real quick. Because there's the boy. There's the son. There's a football player. And this is the only starter I ever use. So, reasoning on Steve, because this is not the grade 1 you typically run this deck. He basically has Vanguard skill where when you ride him, you move out your Forerunner as a Forerunner, and Soul Charger random cards from top of your deck. So, what this does is essentially, you first of all have a rearguard turn 1, which is great because Greedon eats 4 standing rearguards, and the random Soul Charger you hit pieces like the card I just showed, or Greedon himself, obviously, or a couple other things. So it's a really interesting tech. It does kill off your grade 2 turns, you don't get your free draw anymore. Whatever, drawing makes you closer to decking out your Dark Side deck, you're gonna deck out anyways. So that was my big tech, and he did actually help out quite a bit. Deck itself, here we go. We got crits. This is one of the cards I do not own SP of yet, unfortunately, so shout me out some SP crits. Run 9 crits, actually is 9 critical triggers in the deck. That's a critical trigger. It's also a heal trigger. So we also run 5 heal triggers. Last trigger that we run is the draw. I know previously we were on the front gang. I still do like 20k shield because this deck does struggle a little defensively, unfortunately. But after a couple weeks of testing various builds, I think I just landed on it being more important to have pieces in your hand than nap shield. So we run draw triggers now. On to grade 1s, it's pretty straightforward. You got 4 perfect cards, obviously. Only 1 SP, once again, I need more. It's one thing I need to max out. But the other's a foil, it counts. This SP, though, is a Gear Chronicle card. 2 basic skills, on play Soul Charge 1, once again, get Peace and Soul, Soul Blast 3 if you want to draw a card. Not always going to do it, but the option's there. Does help sometimes. And my final grade 1. Shaboom. So talk about him for a second. He gives your Vanguard +5 when you Soul Blast him, which does help because one of the main themes of the deck is to make big boy attack numbers. And he does help out a little with that, especially early game. But you may see I'm not running the grade 1 that lets you get drive check. I'm not running the grade 1 that gives you guard check from the ride line. I just don't think they're worth it right now, honestly. Like, yeah, the good effects. The guard trick's great. Having drive checks is great. But, like, realistically, this is a 2-attack deck, and maybe 3 when you get lucky. So you only get, like, 1 to 2 activations off it. And, like, Counterblast 2 for drive check is still bots. So they may be seen in the future. Once again, I'm working on that set 4 video. Make sure you subscribe so you can check it out. But, not right now. More demons. Then break to give you a power-up. This guy calls a card out of soul. I actually haven't used them near as much as I thought I would, though. Like, it's a great effect, once again, to recur your board and save resources or whatever, but, like, it's Soul Blast 2 kind of last 1. Your soul actually matters more than you think it does in this deck. You can't just, like, blindly Soul Blast cards because you can be missing a lot of pieces. Like, these guys what you want to keep in soul in. This set you want to keep in soul in. Greedon you want to keep in soul. So, like, your soul does matter a little bit. Still a great card. Still absolutely for them. We're not taking this out, but, like, you don't use it nearly as much as you think you would. Then, speaking of power and pieces that matter in soul, we got some puppies and some expellers. Once again, your boy needs some more SPs. I only have 2. So, expeller, you should probably know about him by now. Just if you can soul blast him, you kind of blast 1, your Vanguard gets +10, and soul charge 1. It's great. It makes up for your soul. Like, you're not losing anything. You get soul charge pieces that you might need. And that's basically an extra trigger to defend with. When you're restanding, that's 2 more 50 page shields out of your hand, basically. Super good. This basically does the same thing, except it's kind of last 1 for just 10 on your restand. So, he's aight. Him's a good doggo. I have 1 foil. I need to get more, obviously. But, just more power to Vanguard. This is literally what your deck does. I think, like, on average, I hit, like, 53 to 73 on the restand without any extra skills. Finally, grade 3s. It's your boy. You know him, you love him. If you have a copy in soul, you get an extra life, and if you restand, you get to attack twice, I guess. I don't know how I was going with that sentence. Greedon's good. I have 3 SPs because I keep the 1 triple rare in ride deck. So that way, whenever I do a thing, I'm automatically always going to power up with the SP. I do need 1 more SP though. Someone hook me up with SP, please. And of course, the final card is the most important card. Because it wouldn't be one of my decks without playing Gear Chronicle. It wouldn't be Gear Chronicle without Gear Chronicle Dragon. And his name is literally Time Jared Dragon. This is me. So skill. You soul charge on place, you soul charge 1 from hand to draw a card. Pretty straightforward, pretty simple. Does once again set up your pieces like your expellers and soul. And as you draw a card, so it's a cycle, you don't lose out on anything. 13k booty. This is your primary main attacker if you do actually have a 3-attack turn. So that was my experience with Road 2021. Fun tournament, fun event. Like, I love the fact that it's online. Yeah, it's a little inconvenient to have to rely on, like, your webcam setup and your opponent not having camera issues or whatever. It's a little clunkier, but I mean, it works. It got us there. We got to play a fun tournament through COVID, and, like, I got to play a lot of people from all over the world. Like, I think one of the people I played was from Australia, Solemn, obviously. And yeah, it was a lot of fun. Would love to do it again, but would love more to go in real life. See you guys in Spring Fest, Atlanta, Chicago, one of those 2. So thank you guys for watching. Make sure to comment below or another video. Let me know how you guys did in Bro if you played. And I would love to hear your experiences. It's also been a lot of fun to just jump on the Discord and chat with all you people. There's actually a lot of Kamen Rider fans I found. A lot of people appreciate that there's reference on this deck. As always, if you enjoy this content, make sure you subscribe. I have to say it like 20 times because YouTube. Make sure you check out my TCG Player store and drink some Raise Energy. I don't know. It's with code SkyRidge. We have it. We have a code to give you guys a discount on this energy drink, and it's really good and healthy. So until next time, always embrace the infinite.